Hi there, Angel here. Thanks for joining me at the Natural Lifestyle Show today. Today I'm going to be making homemade hemp milk. I have here in a quart-sized jar about 2.5 cups of water. I think 3 cups of water would be okay, but it's just I don't really need quite that much, so I got 2.5 cups in here. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the Blendtec blender, and I would suggest a high-powered blender to make the milk, but any kind of blender would do. I remember before I got a high-powered blender, we went through a few Ninjas. Ninjas seem to be pretty strong blenders that are affordable, so you might want to check that out. And here I have the hemp hearts. I'm going to put 1 cup of the hemp, which is just the hemp seeds. These are shelled hemp seeds. And this is from Manitoba Harvest Hemp Foods and Oils. And we got these at Whole Foods last night, and there was a pack beside them that said organic, and then this pack, and it was a little less, but I know that they don't use pesticides on the hemp. And it says back here it's non-GMO. So, I mean, I didn't see spending the extra money just to have it certified. So I put the cup in there. They're very nutritious. They have all 9 essential amino acids that the body can't make, and also all known 21 amino acids. So they are a really good source of protein. And protein, people need a little extra protein probably if they're doing a lot of exercising. And also children need extra protein because they're growing. And to that, I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of sesame seeds. And my main reason for adding these sesame seeds is for the calcium. Sesame seeds are pretty high in calcium. As a matter of fact, they're high in minerals, other minerals too, like magnesium. And I researched this on whfoods.com, the sesame seeds, which is my favorite food website for research, one of them. Sesame seeds also have iron and selenium, and they're really nutritious, and they're kind of pretty resistant to becoming rancid too, which is kind of good to know. So here we have around 2.5 cups of water, 1 cup of hemp seed, a 1/4 cup of sesame seeds, and I'm just going to blend these up. And like I said, this is a high-powered blender, so I'll probably blend for about maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to strain it to get all the particles out. But also, right now will probably be a good time to go ahead and put in a splash of vanilla. And if you want to put in your maple syrup now, or whatever you're going to sweeten it with, you can. What I'm going to do is mix it in separately after I make the milk, but a lot of people may prefer to go ahead and sweeten it now. I just like when I have a certain proportion of the maple syrup I want to put in, and it's just easier for me to do it after I make it. But like I said, I'll probably blend this in the high-powered blender for about 2 or 3 minutes, and if you have a lower-powered blender, probably take a little longer. Just, you know, work with it and see. And so here we go, blending it done. I ended up blending it up for around 2 minutes. I really didn't want it to get really, really hot, so I just stopped the blending. And they're really small seeds, so I think that it probably got it pretty good. And so I have a nut bag here, and I'm just going to pour it through the nut bag and squeeze it out into the bowl here just to get all the particles out. And it looks really creamy. Hemp is really popular for being creamy. It's pretty warm in here. So it got warm even after about 2 minutes in the Blendtec. But it's very, very creamy. And it smells a lot like vanilla because of that little bit of vanilla I put in. It smells very good. And I'm getting pretty dirty here. But that's okay, my hands are clean. Just make sure your hands are clean before you do something like this. And hemp is good for making salad dressings. You know, I'm pretty big on homemade salad dressings because it's just more natural. So you could, you know, mix it with just about anything to cream it up a little bit. you know, spices, whatever, or other vegetables. I mean, just like off the top of my head, I'm thinking that maybe like an orange and some hemp and maybe like some cilantro. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good salad dressing. You could just sit and just think what would sound like it would go good together. And I don't drink the hemp milk too much, but you know, like I said, it's good for if you're getting extra exercise or for the kids. Or, you know, it's a great milk alternative. How much pulp we had left? It's not very much. We got most of the goodness out into the milk. And so I'm going to pour it into my container here. But first I'm going to put in some maple syrup for sweetness. And, you know, for people who are doing it all raw, I know that maple syrup is not raw. So you may want to choose something else. But for our purposes, maple syrup is what we're going to use here. And, you know, it does make a really good sweetener to this milk. It really does. So here we go, putting it in here. This creamy goodness. And remember, we started off with 2.5 cups of water. And let's see what we end up with here. We added around 4 ounces of the maple syrup for sweetness. And there's still a lot of creamy bubbliness. So it'll probably go down a bit. But it's filled up this container. Let me see how much. It says 30. This is like a 36-ounce container. This is going up to about 30 ounces or so. So this looks like some good milk right here. Some really good milk. And very nutritious. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Maybe you can make your own hemp milk at home. Hemp sesame seed milk with a little bit of vanilla. And you know what? I think I'll put a little bit in this jar here and taste it. Let you know what I think about it. This is a nifty little thing. We have it, we had bought it for formula about 1.5 years ago, but it's good for making just about anything in it, so that's a useful little tool. Wow. That is good. It's very creamy. Extremely creamy. Very satisfying. I would highly recommend you make this. This is wonderful. And there's no grittiness at all in it. Wow. I would say this could be pretty addicting right here, this hemp milk. Well, please subscribe to our videos and give us a thumbs up. Visit our website, natural-lifestyle-show.com, and sign up for our newsletter, and you can get a free report, The Basics of a Natural Lifestyle, which highlights things that we do, like things we use for aspects of our life, like to clean, what kind of shampoo, detergent, just all kinds of stuff, and what kinds of food we like to focus on. Just basically like what it is, the basics of a natural lifestyle. And check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and stay in touch with us. And you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching our video today. Bye-bye.